In this video, I'm attaching my Craftsman router table to my table saw. And I'll start that off by removing the legs from the table. To attach the router table to the table saw, I'm going to cut down a 1x3 to the same thickness of the table saw. Since my table saw already have 3 existing holes, I'm going to use those holes and transfer those over to the piece of wood I just cut. And before I screw it in, I want to check and make sure that the 2 pieces are flush with each other. Once the wood is dead center with the table, it's time to pre-drill the holes and install screws. On the other side of the table, I have the power switch to the router table and these raised screws, so now I have to work around those, and I'm going to center it up and then transfer those measurements over to the piece of wood. I drilled 2 holes at the location of the screw head so that the wood can sit flush. I also notched out the location for the on and off switch. Before I permanently attach the wood, I need to make sure it sits flush with the router table. With my table saw, attaching one side of the table is pretty straightforward. The opposite side, I would have to use this air bracket I found in my metal scraps. Since my table saw rails are made of aluminum, I'm using self-tapping screws to attach the L brackets. Now that the router table is installed and it's ready for use, I'm going to install the router base. The fence is installed and now I can put the router in place. That worked out well. It's time to throw some paint on it. Call this one done. This is definitely a huge improvement to my workflow, being that it's so convenient to use this now, and I also saved the space that my router table was holding hostage.